Hi, I'm Jopling. Litfest 2020 have been very kind and asked me to read something that I'd written. So I'm going to jump straight in reading crudely from the screen. So if my outline starts sliding off, it's nothing personal. My first poem I'm going to read for you is You Let Me Do the Gears. Our Ford Granada. Infamously barred from the scrap heap, it was lacquered in layers of grey paint and dents and soot. She was a black sheep, and people joked that it got us from A to 8.7. But inside, things would go from 0 to 100 in under a second. It was heaven. It never hesitated to play our knockoff CDs, singing us T-Rex, Beatles, Beach Boys and Bowie, and we'd sing back to it. Gliding down country lanes, there was no better place to be when it rained than sitting in its dim light and its hot air. It was more than just a car. In so many different ways, rescuing you from him and me from the grip of the school gates, driving through drive-thrus and putting the world to rights over burgers and milkshakes. And right on time, you placed your hand on top of mine and sang, "Don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out all right." And we smiled. And you asked, "Do you want to do the gears?" Thank you. This next poem, this second poem I'm going to read for you is called Honey Colours. I'm 42 this year. You told me on the exhale at your anniversary drinks. 2020 minus 42 equals 1978 plus 19 equals 1997. 19. Inside a black room, 1 floor below the high street, gathered speechless girls and guys with besotted square eyes. And just look at how the room was glued, softer square-eyed beings, and a hijacked high five left the DJ hanging as a doorman searched his own jeans. A denim ghost walked the cloakroom, mascara crawled up from the sinks, as young love relinquished and cigarettes extinguished in puddles of overflowed drinks. You danced alone, wired to invisible sounds, and even with your volume down, you were louder than all of the big mouths in this crowd full of big mouths. Freedom was a crop top and lip liner, and not one stitch you wore designer, but when worn by you appeared designed, with your every shape in mind. And your sweat gathered like lint on static skin, and drink did your thirsty roots within this glowing enamoured all of us. Pressing gently into your hot glass, everything was honey colours. And the third and final poem I'm going to read you hasn't actually got a name. I've got it saved here as an emoji, wave emoji, ocean emoji, instead of a name. Let's call it Ocean. Down the arse end of England, where the water shakes land's hand, a silhouetted letter I stood hopeless in the sand. The ocean hit the shore like dogs flowing over and around his feet, and they must have mistaken the wind's whistle when they hurried back to sea. Outrushed and crashed another pack, each wagging tail the same as last. It tickled till his hand retorted, and the sunlight on the sea applauded. They barked, he waded in. They nuzzled, he faded thin. From knee to waist to chest and chin, he drifted to exactly where he wished to be, where his dogs had he, and he had his sea. Thank you very much for having me, for listening. It was a pleasure. I hope you all keep safe and look after one another. Cheers.